So though the early signing period has come to an end, that does not mean our conversations about recruiting in the transfer portal are set to go by the wayside. Far from it. In fact, today we have got to talk about a huge addition that Coach Prime in Colorado made out of the transfer portal for a player that I think a lot of people in college football don't know a whole lot about. Seydou Traore, a tight end who's transferring from Arkansas State, who is born in London, England, is a player Colorado fans need to be very excited about, and we're going to break it all down. But before we can, as always, y'all know the drill. I need to hear from you. Hop down to the comments, Y for yes, N for no. Are you excited about this addition? And let me know what you're thinking. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. I do constant college football content. You don't want to miss any of it, and we're trying to see how close we can get to 20,000 subscribers before the new year, and I would love to have you a part of this awesome community. But having said all that, let's jump right into this. And Seydou Traore is a really intriguing athlete. Whenever we look coming out of high school, he was listed as a wide receiver, and when we look at the camp spaces he was in, he really dominated. Coming out of high school, Seydou Traore went to Arkansas State, where he made the transition from wide receiver to tight end, and he did so quite successfully. In fact, the 2022 campaign for Traore was really impressive. 50 receptions, 655 yards, and an average yards per reception of 13.1, which is exactly what you want. Every time he's getting the ball, you have an average of a first down. And one thing I talk about at length, and some people may not have heard me say it before, but if you're trying to implement a new offensive system with a whole lot of new pieces, which is exactly what Coach Prime and this offense are going to be doing, though love some of the pieces they have, especially because of the familiarity with Seydou Sanders, the familiarity with some of the Kent State guys that came over with Sean Lewis, it's going to be really fun to watch, but inevitably, there's still a whole lot of new. Everybody can concede this. We can all agree on this point. If you're in a situation where you have so much new offensively, I have always contended that great running back play and great tight end play can be a quarterback's best friend through chaos. And I think an addition such as Seydou Traore is a great addition to give your quarterback. I think Seydou Sanders is going to impress a lot of people. We've talked about this at length. If you go back and watch what he did at Jackson State, this dude is a legit quarterback. I know there are some people that don't believe it, and why, I'm not quite sure. He was a top 300 guy coming out of high school. All he's ever done is succeed. And if you can give him weapons such as Traore, I'm really excited to see what happens, especially with Sean Lewis as the offensive coordinator. Now, we've talked extensively about Sean Lewis here on the channel. If you haven't heard a brief synopsis, Sean Lewis was the former head coach of Kent State, and the offense Kent State ran is really fast. They do not let you have a break. They are going to go, 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 and they're going to go in so many different fashions. Whether they're attacking you from the outside, whether they're using the rush to attack you, they're going to keep a defense off balance. And especially whenever we're talking about Colorado and the elevation that they're going to be playing at, opposing defenses are going to have a really tough time with that Sean Lewis offense. And I just think the more pieces you put around Seydou Sanders, it is going to be a ton of fun to watch Sanders work in that offense. And for Coach Prime, what a great way to start off your early career as the Colorado head coach. The work he's done in the transfer portal has already been notable, and he's already turning heads of top-tier prospects and at least having them be interested in the pitch, which, if we were to go back in time a year ago, there wouldn't have been a blue-chip four-star guy such as a Dylan Edwards or a Hopkins interested in hearing the pitch from Colorado in the same fashion that they're interested in hearing the pitch now. That is telling. The early signing period may be finished, but have no mistake about it, there's still National Signing Day that's ahead of us, and the transfer portal is still alive and well, with plenty of talented players still available in the transfer portal. Coach Prime and Colorado are not done. They said they were coming, and there's a lot more to come, and I'm here for it all. Hop down to the comments, let me know what you're thinking about this edition. That's it. See ya.